Thank you very much, Senator Whitehouse, Senator Lee, Senator Coburn. It is with a great deal of enthusiasm and pride that I'm here to both introduce and really highly recommend Judge Paul Grimm to serve on the District Court of Maryland, to nominate him for a seat to be soon vacated by Judge Benson Legg, a distinguished federal jurist who has chosen to move to senior status. Mr. Chairman and colleagues, I take this honor to recommend people for the federal judiciary to both President Obama and to bring him to you very seriously. I have 4 criteria. Our judicial nominee must have absolutely high personal integrity, must bring judicial competence and temperament, have a commitment to core constitutional principles, and a history of civic engagement in Maryland. I outline these standards because I believe that Judge Paul Grimm brings these standards to this job. He is, first of all, a person of incredible competence and temperament. The ABA has given him the highest rating by unanimously stating that he is unanimously well qualified. Judge Grimm has come to Maryland really by a route. He's not a native-born Maryland guy. He comes with a background in public service. His father was in the United States military. He grew up outside of Maryland, but also went to law school at the University of New Mexico. He went to school on attending ROTC scholarships. He then joined the Army and served in the JAG Corps. That brought him to Maryland, where for 3 years he worked at Aberdeen Proving Ground and even was so highly sought out for his skills, worked at the Pentagon. He went on to serve as a JAG officer for 22 years while maintaining full employment as a practicing attorney and onto other judicial duties. His life and resume really speak for themselves. He has been a trailblazer in the Maryland legal community, well respected for not only his extensive writing and teaching, but his commitment to the improvement of the practice of law and the administration of justice. He has already served the court by working for 16 years as a U.S. magistrate. 6 of these last years he spent as the chief magistrate. Prior to this, he spent 13 years as a litigator in private practice and also served as an assistant attorney general. Most recently, he has served on the advisory committee on the federal rules of civil procedure and was later designated as the chair of the discovery subcommittee. He's been honored by just about every legal professional organization in Maryland. This speaks to his incredible competence. But I also want to make a note about his background in terms of civic engagement. And why is this important? We don't want our judges to have lived in a bubble. They have to be in touch with the fabric of our society. And Judge Grimm has been a church volunteer. He's been active in the Boy Scouts. He has worked in terms of improving the legal community by giving courses to everyone from paralegals all the way up to these professional associations. You can ask anyone in the Maryland legal community, and they point to, if you say, name the top 3 who you would say really belong on the federal bench, Paul Grimm is at the top of this list. I'm honored to bring him to you today, and I know he will introduce his own wife here, but you know, behind every great guy, there's an entire family that supports them, and I'm sure you'll note the presence of it. I would hope that the committee would confirm and recommend to the full committee the approval of Judge Grimm, and that we were able to move expeditiously to confirm him in the Senate.